In this video session, we are going to find the frequent item set that supports 50% minimum support and 100% confidence. So to find the frequent item set, we are going to use a priori algorithm. Before going to a priori algorithm, we should know what is item set and what is frequent item set. So item set is nothing but collection of items. One or more items is called as item set. Collection of one or more items is called as item set, and items that occur frequently is called as frequent item set, or frequent item set is also called as item set that supports or that satisfies minimum support and confidence is called as frequent item set. Item set that occurs frequently is called frequent item set, or item set that satisfies minimum support and confidence is called as frequent item set. So to compute the frequent item set, we have given a transactions. Here we have 4 transactions with some set of items. Now we have to find the frequent item set which satisfies 50% minimum support, and we have to find the association rule with 100% confidence. So to use this, we are going to find out this frequent item set, we are going to use a priori algorithm. In a priori algorithm, we normally calculate 2 sets, CK and LK. CK is nothing but candidate set which contains the list of items and the number of occurrences of items in the transactions. And then we have LK, which is frequent item set, the items that supports 50%, or that satisfies 50% support. So here we perform 2 operations. One is pruning, another one is joining. So when we first identify CK, we perform pruning operation. That is, we remove the items that does not satisfy the minimum support. We remove the items that does not satisfy the minimum support. So after pruning CK, we'll get LK. Okay. Next, we have joining function. Joining is nothing but from LK, we have to again compute CK plus 1. So to compute CK plus 1, LK is joined to compute CK plus 1. Okay, so from candidate set to frequent item set, you have to perform pruning operation, and from frequent item set to next candidate set, you have to perform join operation. So this is the basic step we are using here. Okay, now we'll start. First, we are going to find the candidate item set. We'll start with C1. In C1, we are taking we have to write a data table with items and support. So items here in our transaction, it is A, B, C, D, E. Here we have 5 items, and we have to find the support for these items. Support is nothing but number of occurrences of item in the transactions. So A occurred here 1, 2. So occurrence of A is 2. For B it is 1, 2, 3. For C it is 1, 2, 3. For D 1, only 1. And for E it is 1, 2, 3. So this is our single item set. This is single or one item set. Item set. From this single item set, we have to calculate L1, which is frequent item set. As I already told you, to calculate L1, we have to perform pruning. That is, we have to remove the data items that does not support this 50% minimum support value. That does not satisfy the 50% minimum support value. Okay, now we'll see what is, here we have given as percentage Here it is number. We'll see how to calculate this. We have actually 4 transactions. We need 50% minimum support. So we have to take 50% value of this 4. So our support is, since we have 4, 50% of 4 is 2. So our support is, minimum support is 2. Again I am telling you, here we have 50% of, here we should satisfy 50% minimum support. Here we have 4 transactions. In this 4 transaction, 50% of 4 is 2. So we are considering support value as 2. So in this, now we are going to perform pruning function. We have to remove the items that does not support this, that does not satisfy this support value. So now D is equal to 1. It does not satisfy this support value. So we prune D and we create frequent item set L1, which is again items and support. So A, B, C, E, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Now, next we have to repeat the process again. Now we are going to perform join operation. So to create C2, first we created single item set, then we are going to create 2 item set. These 2 item set are created by joining L1. So how to join L1? Nothing but A to B, AC, again BC, BE, then C. That's all. So now C2, items, support. So items are nothing but A, B, AC, AE, BC, BE, C. So these are the items. Now for these items again we have to calculate the support value. This is C2 with 2 item sets. C2 is formed by joining L1. Okay. Now AB. We have to see in the given table the occurrence of A and B. Occurrence of AB is only 1. Because these 2 items occurred only once in a single transaction. Occurred together only once in a single transaction. So it is 1. AC. AC occurred twice. So 2. AE. AE occurred only once. BC. BC occurred twice. BE 3 times. And CE just 2 times. Now again from this we are going to perform pruning operation to find L2, which is frequent item set. Again items, we have support value. So this AB and AE gets pruned. So remaining AC 2, BC 2, BE 3 and CE 2. Next we have to calculate C3, which is 3 item set formed by joining L2. So if we join L2, now result for C3 items, support, now first two transaction AC and BC. So now we have to combine this. It is ACB. or ABC. You can write in any order. Then AC with BE. So first we'll take ABC, then ABE. ABE. Then we have C here, so BCE. Now we completed this. Next, with this again we have ACE. Then from BC to BE, so it is BCE, but already we have this BCE, so we can leave it. Next, BC with this again, which we will get BCE. It repeats. Again BEC, which is again BCE. It repeats. Now we have only 4 item set. Now we have to find the 4 item sets. We have to find the support for 4 item sets. ABC. First we will find for ABC. So in our given transaction, you should see the occurrence of ABC together in a transaction. So ABC, we have only 1 here. So ABC is 1. Next ABE. ABE. Again it is only 1 here. 1. Then BCE. BCE, we have 2 transactions. So 2. And ACE. ACE, again we have only 1. Okay. Now again we have to prove. We'll remove all the item sets that does not satisfy the minimum support value. And now L3, frequent item set. Items support, it is BCE, which is 2. Okay. So further we can't again join this because we have only one set of item set. So we stop our problem here. Therefore BCE items or the frequent items in the given transactions. So up to this we have completed only one part of our problem. We have another question in the same problem. The question is, we have to find the association rule with 100% confidence. So to find the 100% confidence, we have to take this output, this association rule. Only for this items, we have to calculate the 100% confidence. So calculating association rules. With 100% confidence. First formula for confidence is, if x tends to y is an association rule, confidence of x tends to y is equal to support of x and y by support of x. This is a formula. So for our item sets B, C and E, we have to compute association rule. Let us assign B tends to C. Second one, C tends to B. Third, E tends to BC. 4, BC tends to E. 5, CE tends to B. And 6, EB tends to C. Now we have to find the confidence for all this. Confidence of B tends to C is equal to, as per our formula, if x tends to y, here x is B, y is C. So support of x union y. So B, C, E by support of x. Here x is B, support of B, which is support of BCE, which we already found, it is 2. So 2 by support of B. We already have here a single item set. Here we have support for B. Support for B is 3. So answer is 66.66. Next, confidence of, similarly we have to calculate the confidence for all the 6 association rules. Support of BCE by support of C, where BC is 2 and support of C is again 3. 66.67. Again, confidence of E tends to BC, support of BCE by support of E, 2 by support of E is again here 3. Confidence of BC tends to E, support of BCE by support of BC, 2 by, now support of BC we have to find into item set, which is 2. Support of BC is 2. So 2 by 2, which is 100%. Here I am everything writing it in percentage for easy calculation. Again, confidence of CE tends to be equal to support of BCE by support of B, which is 2 by, sorry, it's not support of B, it's support of C. 2 by support of C is again 2, which is 100%. And confidence of EB tends to C is equal to support of BCE by support of EB, which is 2 by support of EB, that is BE, is 3, which is 66.67. So here we have computed the confidence for 6 association rule, but our question is we have to find the association rule with 100% confidence. So out of this, here we have 2 association rules with 100% confidence. One is BC tends to E and another one is CE tends to B. Therefore, association rule with 100% confidence is BC tends to E and CE tends to B. This means that if a person purchases items B and C, it is 100% confident that he will also purchase the item E. Similarly, if a person purchases item C and E, it is 100% confident that he will also purchase the item B. So this is the final solution for our given problem. Hope you understand this.